go. I believe this has been shared out. Oh yeah, we got some viewers. I see y'all. Bam! Thanks for joining me. If you're in here, say hello. Would love to chat with you, talk to you. All right, we got YouTube going. Boom. All right, Instagram. Bam. Glad everybody's here. Psalm 139 is where we're going to be today. And man, I'm just excited about today's devotional. Let me pull it up here, my notes. So here's the thought. Let's just get right into it. The title of the Devo for today. Go to our Facebook page, and you can link right into where we're doing this Devo right off of YouVersion or Bible.com, and join us. And if you join us, then we have like a little area where we can comment in there and talk about our thoughts. And basically, it's like you're doing the Devo together. But then we're getting on here live and we're sharing it out so we can maybe have some interaction. So the title of the message for today is Heart Wide Open. And I was like, man, what's this mean about? And Matt Brock has a song, Heart Wide Open. Go listen to the song. It's kind of based off the lyrics of that today. But go listen to that song. It's an awesome song. We'll get to some of the lyrics here at the end of this. But Meredith, his wife, she wrote this in the Devo. I just literally copied it because I want to read it. It's so good. It's so real. Please comment if you think that this applies to you wherever you are. I shared this out to my personal Facebook. If you feel like you're struggling mentally, spiritually, even physically, whatever, this is for you today. You need to hear this word. It's relevant and it'll speak right to you. So take a hold of this, grab a hold of this. Listen to what Meredith says here. She says, I don't know about you, but I have a tendency, even when I face discouragement and pain, listen to this, to shut down. Do you shut down? When you're struggling and when things are going crazy and all this, is your first reaction to shut down? Is that what happens in your life? Listen what she says next. I harden my heart and close off my mind and hide the most vulnerable parts of myself. Listen to that again. I harden my heart and close off my mind and hide the most vulnerable parts of myself. I don't want to get hurt. I definitely don't want to let anyone close to the places of my heart that are soft and breakable. Man, how real is that? I read that and I was like, wow, this is so real. This is so good. I want, again, we've been talking about this over the past week and a half, and I want to say this again, is it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. We talked about that a lot last week. And this devotional too is all about this hope that we can have, that there's something better, and it's all about coming together. It's about working together and helping each other out and trusting in God, knowing that God has a way, that He has an answer that maybe we don't see, maybe we don't know it, but He's right there with us. I want to encourage you today that you were not created to live this way. She says, I shut down. I tend to shut down. I tend to harden my heart and close off my mind and hide the most vulnerable parts of myself. Why do we do that? Why do we shut down like that? Why is it part of our human tendency to shut our mind down, to harden our heart, to push people away? Why do we do that, guys? Come on. If that's real to you, comment. Let me know that is real to you. Let me read to you what the word says today. Psalm 139. Let's see what the psalmist says. Psalm 139, verse 1 through 4, and I'm reading the New Living Translation. It was really popped to me when I read it out today. And this is what it says. It says, "O Lord, you have examined my heart, and you know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I'm going to say even before I say it, Lord." Guys, think about that. We hide ourselves. We shut off our mind. We harden our heart. We push away from things. We feel like we're alone. And I was texting somebody today, and it doesn't matter who it is, but this is what I said. I said, I want you to know, please know that you are not alone. There's some power in that, and knowing that we're not alone. And it's sometimes that takes people actually reaching out to. We can say, oh, I know I have my squad, I have my group over here. Or even if I'm not just talking about church, I'm talking about maybe it's your workplace. And we've been watching the series on Netflix, All American, and all of a sudden it's just like you're closed off. You might be in somewhere, you might be on the football team, you might be a part of this, but man, maybe you just feel like you're separate within that thing, and you feel like nobody's reaching out to you. Now I want to encourage you, that goes both ways. You got to put yourself out there, but at the same time, we feel alone. We feel like, oh man, these people aren't going to accept me, or if they hear about what I'm struggling with, they're going to make fun of me, they're going to put me down. So we harden our hearts, we push ourselves away, we push our own self back in the corner. But God says He knows us. When we read the Bible, He's the one the Bible says that He knit us together in our mother's womb. He knows exactly who we are. There's no height, there's no depth, there's nowhere that we can go that God cannot find us. And it says this, He knows our thoughts even when we're far away. When we travel, when we rest at home, He knows everything we do. He even knows the words we're going to say before we say them. How powerful is that? I want you to know today that there's a God today that wants to help you where you are. You're not alone. Even if you feel like there's not a physical person, God is available. And all you have to do is call on Him, and He will answer out to you. That is real. That is the truth. There's a lyric in this line from the devotional, a lyric in the song, and it says this: I don't want to miss a thing because you take what is broken and you make things new. Listen again. He says, I don't want to miss a thing because you take what is broken and you make things new. That's what God does. Then the next thing he says in the lyric is, so I'm going to trust you with my heart wide open. Here's my thought. Listen to this. How do we get to the point where we can say, I don't want to miss a thing? Man, whether it's your job, whether it's a relationship that you're in, a friendship, whether it's with God, whether it's a sport that you play, no matter what, maybe it's something that you're good at and you're artistic, or you're a musician, or whatever you do, crafts, or you sew, or whatever you do, man, what's it going to take for us to get to the point where we can say, I don't want to miss anything? Man, I want to learn as much as I can. I want to be there. I don't want to miss a moment of what's happening in my business, what's happening in my school, in my life, on my team, in my career, my passion. I don't want to miss anything. What's it going to take for us to get to that point? The second thing is this. That's number one. I don't want to miss a thing. The second thing is this. I'm going to trust you with my heart wide open. Man, to have our hearts wide open, usually we shut that down. We don't want anybody to hurt us. We don't want anybody to know what's going on in our life, and we push ourselves away. What would happen if we live our life with our heart wide open to say, yeah, just come on, let's go. Let's what would happen if we would just be honest with people instead of putting on a mask? We're putting on these masks, and maybe that's helping us right now to, we're not showing people the real us. Well, the real PB, please stand up. I want people to see me. I want to be real. I'm just going to lay it out there. And if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you a real answer because I feel like that's what we need. I don't need a story. I don't need somebody being fake. I want to know what's up. I want to know the truth. And that's what you're going to get from me, the truth. The real PB, laying down the truth. What's it going to take, guys, to get to these two places? Number one, to say, I don't want to miss a thing. What do I do? I don't want to miss anything. Help me. What do I do? Number two, I'm going to trust you with my heart wide open, just to lay it all out, to say, here, come on, let's come into my life. And there's times where we need to protect, but there's times where we need to have our heart wide open and say, okay, here I am. This is what's happening. And we have to know that it's real. Guys, I want to encourage you today. Don't close up. Don't, at this time in our life, man, if we're talking on Wednesday nights about overcoming, outlasting the struggle. The struggle is real. How do we do it, man? We got to live with this mindset that, man, I don't want to miss anything. I want to do everything I can to be better. I want to do everything I can to be the best football player I can be. I want to do everything I can to be the best flute player that I can be. I want to do everything I can to be the best web designer. I want to do everything I can to be the best gamer. I want to do everything I can to be the best field hockey player. I want to do everything I can to be the best at my business, the best salesman, the best manager, the best waitress. All right, all these things. When are we gonna get to that point? I don't want to miss anything. And then the second, again, is just to open up. When we get to that place where we know we can open up. And man, I'm solid. I get it. There's nothing that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna lay my heart out here. I'm gonna open my heart wide open. I'm gonna trust that, man, there's going to be value that comes out of our relationship. There's going to be value that comes out of this thing that we're doing together, this team that I'm on. Man, when you lay it all out, it changes the whole perspective. Any football team that does good, why do they do so good? Because they finally start to work together as a team. They open up their hearts, and they say, I don't want to miss anything, and they go. Same thing with you in your life. Get to this point where you can have the mindset, I don't want to miss anything. Then you can take your heart as well, and boom, you can lay it open and say, let's go. This is a move. God wants to do something awesome in your life. If you want to just talk personally or talk some more, message me. My cell phone, 302-858-3839. Again, 302-858-3839. Guys, I love you. Seriously. I want to help in any way I can. I want to be encouragement to you, whether you're a student, whether you're an adult, whether it has to do with Christ, whether it has to do with your business, whether it has to do with whatever your passion is. Man, I want to help you guys.